Like everybody says, it works on my machine, right? That's the easy part. But getting it to actually.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the DevOps Roundup. Today we have yet another guest, Mike Lady. Thank you so much for joining us. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and let's jump into today's topic, which is going to be very exciting, as I'm going to find out in just a second.
Yeah, thanks, Mike. Thanks for joining us. Also, one thing that we wanted to start trying is actually introducing ourselves, as no one really knows who we are, even though we've had about a year of subscribers.
11 months.
11 months or so. But yeah, so I'm Sean Doyle, CEO of Release Team, and joined here by my co-host, Alex Ortiz. This is where you jump in.
No, I know, but I was like, how do I introduce myself? Partner manager for Release Team?
You can make up your own title.
Sean's minion at Release Team. Hey, Mike, what do you do? Awesome. Who are you? Why are you?
Who is Mike? Yeah.
Yes. Why is Mike?
Right. Yeah. I have a YouTube channel called Enterprise Vibe Code. I've been
seems appropriate for this day and age.
Right. Exactly. Right. I just started in December and started taking this stuff seriously.
500 subscribers, right?
Yeah. I just crossed 1,000 the other day.
Oh, congratulations!
No, I told you, gotta just pivot the whole thing.
Right. Yeah.
Change it to AI ops.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I'm getting the pennies of YouTube monetization now. So
very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, so I live stream a couple times a week, just kind of showing me doing
one vibe coding
stuff. Yeah, what as one does, like working on projects and kind of more yapping like that. That's kind of more my speed. Like I have like an intended thing, and then some, like I talk to the chat and they kind of get me off the rails, and that's kind of the fun of it. So yeah,
the chat makes the whole experience on YouTube go a little bit differently,
right? Yeah,
but yelling into a black hole is still kind of awkward, but at least the chat, if and when it's there, it saves the day.
Exactly. Yeah. By the way, I have 11 years experience DevOps, so I'm not just like some like great like whatever fringe vibe coder. Like I have some amount of like technical know-how.
Not a script kiddie.
not a script kiddie. No, exactly.
We like script kiddies,
right?
Everybody has to start somewhere at some time, right?
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't be an AI expert with 30 years of experience.
Sure.
So as we're now pivoting the channel from DevOps to AI Ops, what recommendations and suggestions would you have for us?
I always put like my Claude Code, how much I'm spending on Claude Code in the title. That seems to help. Like my $200 a month subscription. That's like my I don't know, the top thing people seem to gravitate towards.
It's funny you say that. Running thing like odometer or something up at the top of the screen.
I should vibe code up an actual like how much I've spent in tokens.
You should do that, but then do the inverse too of like how much you've saved in like person power from not having to pay for all that development work.
True. That's I should have like a whole like dashboard that like kind of tracks me.
You know, people will nerd out over that,
right? Right. Well, I've got competitors in the space, if you believe it or not.
2026, I would expect nothing less.
Right. Exactly. I'm actually the new person on the block. People there's other channels who say, "Oh, vibe coding until I hit $1 million or whatever," and they do have like a running counter of how much money they've made, and they've gotten up to like 40K or something like that. So it's like respectable. Like they're actually like producing something of value.
Honestly, I think we got a 24-hour live streams on our hands here.
Oh no, not a live stream.
YouTube. Fun fact: in case you ever try to do this, Mike, you can only do a 12-hour live stream on YouTube.
Oh, interesting.
If you go a minute, a second, a millisecond, a fraction of a millisecond over, YouTube will still keep the live stream, but nobody will ever be able to see that stream.
Oh,
unless you were there.
So they don't save it as a recording.
Correct. Yeah, you know, in your live section, you have like all your video that you live stream. Yeah, the moment you go one fraction of a millisecond over 12 hours, that's in the record. It's in the history books.
Jeez.
So food for thought. I only speak because I've done an actual 24-hour live stream. And we
Oh,
were
jeez.
devastated.
You lost the footage where I joined you, right?
If you didn't join us in the first 10 hours, it was gone.
I don't remember when I jumped in.
Yeah. So then StreamYard. So this was the other kicker. StreamYard will only record 10 hours. So I don't know what streaming software you use.
Oh, just OBS.
Just OBS. Yeah. It's easy when you're alone.
Or OBS to restream. Yeah. So I mean, we're recording on StreamYard. Hopefully that doesn't get us kicked off the whatever their competitor product. So yeah.
The reason I bring it up is because StreamYard only has 10 hours. So if you're using something like this, the recording of it can only go for 10 hours.
Sure.
So we learned that the hard way too.
Oh man. As most things in DevOps, right? Like you learn things the hard way. Like there is no manual for this stuff.
If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Yeah.
Or at least until you yank your hair out of your head.
Yeah, exactly. Keep getting those red builds until it turns green, right? So
have you ever heard of the Super Mario effect?
No, what's that?
So Mark Rober, he's a famous YouTuber. He's got almost 75 million subscribers. He did a TED Talk a few years ago called the Super Mario effect, where as a society, we tend to give up real quickly when things go wrong. Yeah. But when we were kids and we're playing Super Mario and we missed a jump, we tried over and over and over, even if it yielded the same results, because eventually we would learn the timing just right to do the right leap and get over and be able to save the princess from apparently who Bowser was in love with.
Oh, right.
Talk about a plot twist on the Mario movie. I was like, what? The whole time Mario's been defending Princess Peach from her lover.
Right. I didn't watch that one.
You haven't seen the Mario movie? The first one?
I haven't.
This is the first one.
Okay. No, haven't.
I don't even know there was a second one.
There's a second one coming out in 12 days.
Well, then we haven't seen it yet. Yeah.
There's teasers, there's trailers. But yeah, so the Super Mario effect is, we're just trained when we're little to not give up, but all of a sudden, somewhere between the age of 5 and 35, we learn to give up really easily.
Yeah, that's interesting because I also moonlight as a jiu-jitsu coach. I've been doing jiu-jitsu for about 13 years now. I've competed and now I coach Tuesday, Thursday, 6 a.m. at a 10th Planet Las Vegas here. And this is the entire coaching philosophy, or this learn by doing is kind of let's do this thing live. And we learn more from a real simulated experience than a kind of static drilling type of situation. So you think Karate Kid, wax on, wax off, and they're just doing these isolated moves. That's not how it actually works. You have to actually
get a bad guy and run.
yeah, exactly. You have to actually engage in put yourself in these bad situations, and you're going to lose a lot. And you have to kind of it's fun enough to keep going. So I think that's just everything in life there's going to be some amount of pain and suck that you have to kind of persevere through. And I don't know, you eventually, become Super Mario or whatever. You become leveled up enough to be somewhat good at you navigate through all these kind of pain points. So
yeah, no, I mean that perseverance is very powerful. I think in the world of DevOps, you need a lot of perseverance.
Oh yeah. No, I
work out.
Yeah, I have a rule. I have a personal rule. I developed something I don't know, mid junior level career. I was all right, I noticed I gave myself 100 Jenkins builds to get it wrong. If I was hammering on something, trying to fix the build or add a new feature, add a new stage, some new tests or whatever, I was all right, I'm going to give myself 100 builds before I get mad, because I need those iterations to try it out, to run, rerun, keep trying to get this thing right, because of course it works on my machine. Everybody says it works on my machine, right? That's the easy part. But getting it to actually run on the actual Jenkins system and integrate with the rest of the different systems, you're testing.
As a DevOps engineer, you hear that a lot from developers. It works, but it's so satisfying when you can say that back to the developers.
Right, exactly.
I have a T-shirt. I have a client that I would tell them this all the time, and they run a t-shirt printing company, and like they send me the shirt that says it works on my machine. Oh, the world of DevOps. My personal favorite is our tabletop expert or exercises for cybersecurity,
Ooh,
where
okay.
you go through a simulation of a hack.
Yeah.
But of course, you're never ready until you actually get hacked.
Sure. Right. Yeah.
Because no amount of tabletop reading is going to prepare you for the moment where you're like, okay, this is for real.
Have you guys been in those rooms where you actually get?
I've been in the room with the tabletop hack. I've been in a room where our hard drive corrupted and all the documentation to bring the server back on was on the hard drive that corrupted. So like trying to bring the server back alive was like life choices and career choices.
Oh no.
Like, how did none of us ever even print this out? So luckily somebody somewhere in their desk had printed it out at one point. But we tore up an office just looking for paper.
Oh man. That's crazy.
And I almost burned the server room down once too.
Well, that's not good.
I know. Don't. I'm from Southern California. We don't use air conditioning. And when you put me in a room with air conditioning, I don't know how to maneuver the thingamabob, and you end up turning off the AC and almost melting $500,000 worth of hardware.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I've been in one scenario where they thought they were getting hacked, and they ended up turning off one of the central servers that. If you didn't turn the servers on so this was in the late 80s, if you didn't turn the servers on in the right order, nothing would come up. And I was on the phone with them, and they kept bringing the wrong server up first, and then it would crash all the secondary servers. Mm-hmm. But they finally eventually got around to turning on the right server at the right time. But
okay, gotcha.
Old war stories.
Right. Oh, geez.
Yeah, we I was going to tell you guys something, but I totally now it's escaped me. It was like a war story. I cannot remember. It'll come back to me. Give me a minute. It'll come back to me. Mike, your turn.
You're hard trying to stay out of court. Is that the?
No. Mike, what's your favorite horror story in IT?
Okay. So this is when I first crossed over into like the DevOps world. So before I was like a mobile developer and went to school, Cal Poly, like still like learned systems.
The real Cal Poly, I'm assuming?
Yes, of course. Okay. San Luis Obispo, like not Pomona. The multiple people over the last couple of weeks have like asked me, "Oh, Pomona?" I'm like,
"No." Everybody who knows Pomona knows that when somebody says Cal Poly, they mean San Luis Obispo. There's just no way in hell. Nobody confuses that. You got to be an idiot to confuse it.
Right. Well, or they just are trying to relate and no, they know
they're trying to just jab you.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. So yeah, went to Cal Poly, learned like good whatever systems level kind of engineering stuff. But somehow was like mobile development was like taking off like 2014, 2015 ish. So I was like, oh, let me be a mobile developer. So then turns out I'm not great at UI stuff and making things pixel perfect or whatever. So like I kind of like moved to test automation and eventually like, oh, how do we orchestrate these tests? Oh, that's kind of like got into mobile DevOps. So I found myself like figuring out how do these like Mac Pros sitting on our desk, like orchestrating these like tests. How do they work? And we were trying to like split, like make multiple like Mac OS users, like different Jenkins agents. So then we could like parallelize the tests a little bit. There was kind of like this weird thing where it was whatever the user that wasn't logged in, that wasn't currently logged in, didn't get resources. Kind of like obviously, right? But this was causing the test to fail, and like was like whatever job that would get scheduled on a user that wasn't logged in, it would kind of work, but then like fail for some reason. So it was like weeks of staring at this and like, why do some tests pass and some tests fail? It's like, okay, what user is currently logged in? Yeah. So it was like, I forget how we fixed it or whatever, but like we eventually virtualized we eventually fixed it and like virtualized to VMware ESXi like that was, and then ran like Mac VMs on top of these trash can Mac Pros. So
I just bought one for like $100 the other day.
Oh, really? Dang.
It's one of the most beautiful Macs that they ever
Right.
made. Probably
Yeah.
not the most powerful, but I keep it as an aesthetic here in my room.
As a nice paperweight. Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, I should find one of those.
They're
'cause,
really
yeah.
cheap. They're like in the $100 range, and for like a $6,000 variant.
Yeah, that's wild because that was a large portion of my early career was just figuring out how to like whatever run these tests and build things on these trash can Mac Pros.
Yeah, no, I got like the D900s and everything. Like I got top of the line for like $100.
Oh, there you go.
And I told my brother-in-law about it, and he's like, "Oh, I gotta get one too." I'm like, what would you do with so much computing power?
Right.
Playing Roblox.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Speaking of which, I have another YouTube channel because I love YouTube, and it's a gaming channel. But you gave me a great idea to just vibe code my way through through a app or through a game. Originally, I was sharing a story with Sean where I vibe coded my way through creating a Tetris, but that took a whole 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'd like to make
we also differed on if you really vibe coded Tetris or if the AI just grabbed a copy of Tetris.
Right. It happened too quickly. I will admit. But I'd like to make like a Roblox game or something more formal. What I'm really interested in is over the holiday break, I went through Claude and came up with like these requirements for such a game. I would just want to feed those to Anti-Gravity and see what she does. Because everything kind of got like all the constraints and features of the game and everything, they're in that. They're in Claude, just tucked away in a nice PDF. And I'm like, maybe I should give it to Anti-Gravity.
Right. I guess what do you guys use mostly? Like what's your just anti-gravity?
Yeah. He's anti-gravity. I've been jumping around. A lot of it depends on what my client is using at the time.
Okay.
So I've used Claude. I've used Cursor. I haven't really used Copilot a whole lot.
I don't think I've ever used Copilot.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think Copilot was like, very early because they were connected to GitHub and OpenAI, like had to deal with Microsoft, and they were first. But then I think everybody just kind of jumped to like Cursor.
We should do a like Codex versus Cursor versus Anti-Gravity. Yeah, comparison of the agents.
Well, we should have that graphic that we should refer to each week and to see who's winning. Like 6 months ago, I would say it was Cursor. Now I see Claude everywhere.
What we gotta do, Sean, is we start 4 parallel businesses and see which AI agent will get us to $1 million first.
Oh, okay. I like that challenge.
And we just live stream the crap out of it.
Right.
Profit or revenue?
Well, you and your damn. If you didn't spend too much money, Sean, it'd be profit. But
right, like revenue, you could like the instance could be like, oh, let me like borrow $1 million and then whatever, pay it back slowly over time. I don't know, who knows? But yeah, I'm mostly Claude. Like I have a theory of like you develop like a skill around a particular agent and you like get to know it over time and you know where it's gonna like you can kind of anticipate where it's gonna go off the rails and not versus if you're not to crap on your method, Sean, or anything like that, but like jumping around, it feels like you're learning a different instrument basically every single time almost, right?
Yeah, so. You're good enough for the marching band, but you're not necessarily good enough for a orchestra.
Sure, right. It's funny.
But, so what else are you working on, Mike? Let me back it up. What was the inspiration for the Vibe Coding Enterprise channel? Like when you just woke up one day, I'm like gonna talk into a black hole for 3 hours?
Right. I don't know. Like So I got,
walk us through this. The day in the life of Mike.
I got
this book.
I got a book. Gene Kim, Steve Yagi wrote this book. Vibe
We don't talk about Gene Kim on this channel. Just kidding.
So yeah, I like Gene. Alex is more of an Elon fan.
I read 2 of his books and learned there was zero value in his books. He talked theoretically about something, and I'm like, I need concrete like examples, things that I can do, something that I can go and actually implement. The guy's like, if you think about it from this perspective, everything is possible. I'm like, no, duh.
That's hilarious.
Poor Gene.
There
No love
exists
for
a
Gene
Gene
Kim.
Kim hater.
I just don't like him. If he ever published anything valuable or actionable, then I'd be converted. But
all right, this is all right. Maybe check this out. I don't know. But just
I'll check it out.
Yeah.
I did not go to his conference this year. Otherwise, I probably would have been able to pick up the free book. But
okay, gotcha.
Sean's got a book right behind him. He's got to read first.
yeah, I get like at least a bookshelf of stuff I haven't gotten to yet.
Right. Of course. Yeah, I've got a wall of books. Yeah, underneath me. Yeah, of course. But yeah, basically just this existence of the book. I was like, oh, Gene Kim is writing something about vibe coding, because I was like on the fence. Like I started, so I had been at my current employer for 10 years, so I took a sabbatical. Like I was entitled to a sabbatical for 6 weeks. So middle of last year for 6 weeks, I was just sitting around, not really doing anything. Couldn't like travel because my wife was still working, so I was just kind of like hanging out, like questioning life for 6 weeks. And
they don't like it when you travel without them. Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a little suspicious, right? So I'm like, all right, people are talking whatever big game about this vibe coding AI programming thing. Towards the end, I like start to do it, and I pick up my first IDE is Kilo Code. I'm not sure if you guys have heard that.
I've heard.
They're around, like they're kind of maybe rebranding themselves a little bit. Like they've kind of productionized Steve Yeagee's Gastown and OpenClaw. They're kind of like more like being the production, like real productionized open source type of product company now. But anyways, I fire up Kilo and like start to like figure out what is this vibe coding thing. And I try to do this kind of like probably entirely too big project for it at the time. I had no idea like what kind of like scoping AIs were.
Tokens in one shot.
well, not pour all the tokens in one shot, but like I was asking it to do probably too much for what the model was capable of. Like I just didn't know. Like I didn't know that there was.
We did this. We did both this.
Right.
What are you talking about? We successfully built the pizza delivery system accidentally.
We did, but we also burnt through all our tokens. Or I
did.
So
sorry, Mike.
Yeah. No, I mean, can
you tell we don't have a lot of friends?
Right. No, is that what did you guys burn through, like the $20 plan? Like
yeah, the free level.
Oh, the free plan. Okay.
Oh, we're on the free on the paid version because we're coming in through our workspace through Google, so we're not on the free tier. We're like in the mid.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, and I have to actually get whatever the next tier is. Yeah.
Gotcha.
I just switched models.
Right. So sometime around mid last year, I started experimenting with it. And then I really started to take it super serious when I knew just the existence that Gene Kim was writing a book. I was like, oh shit, like Gene Kim's a real serious guy. Like whatever you say, Alex, whatever you think of it.
What he is.
I was like, all right, he's taking this thing seriously. Let me take it seriously. And I started figure out they have a podcast promoting the book. So I got through all those episodes in a weekend. And it was basically summarizes the book pretty well. And yeah, I started really using Cursor and all the different things that they were talking about, and breaking tasks down into more manageable pieces, and using TDD and tracer bullet, all the kind of best practices we've known as an industry that are but nobody did them, right? Who actually writes TDD code, right? It's, I don't know, manually.
I don't do it manually, but yeah, I make my AI do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Mike, how do you think he burned through his tokens?
Right.
He's like, write a test case. There goes half his budget.
Right.
Now go build the app.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, that's when I started taking this whole thing as oh, we can make more process around this kind of gunslinging vibe coding type of thing, and make it turn my whole thesis is like we can turn AI slop into like AI gold. We can like refine the slop into gold.
Sean bought me a domain today for $30,000.
AIslop.com.
No,
No, we decided to come up with AI Mop.
to
AI
clean up
mop.
your AI slop.
Oh,
It's
dang.
our consulting company where we clean up your AI slop with our AI mop.
And,
There
and
you
someone already parked that domain, and we
Wow.
could get it for $35,000.
Wasn't it 30?
No.
Did you bump it up more?
I don't know how much was it. I can't remember.
30,
Was it
30,000 and some change.
Yeah, and yeah, I said no.
It's an investment, Sean.
Right? Yeah.
That's how much we're gonna clear a day.
Yes.
Well, yeah, if we're on the road to $1 million for this, then yeah, maybe 35,000 isn't that bad.
Right.
You're not thinking
Yeah.
four-dimensionally, Sean.
Four-dimensionally.
So Mike, so what's the
Yeah.
goal here though, right? So you got the
Yeah.
channel, you got
Yeah.
the subscribers, people,
Right.
you're obviously building a fan base,
Yep.
but are you trying to build $1 million app?
It's
10 million?
like,
Are we undershooting here?
right. I mean, you're not thinking big enough. Why not double it? Like
I know.
like the all the business influencers are just you just double it, you just triple it, you just whatever, just 10x it.
Yeah.
No, I think like the cost of code is going to zero. Like anybody can write anything now, and it's just more about taste and distribution. So if you can like
distribution,
show that you can do the thing. So like I'm trying to like show that I both have taste and distribution. I know what I'm talking about in terms of like what ideas are relevant and like problems to be solved, relevant problems to be solved. And also, yeah, building a fan base of just like people who are interested in what I have to say. And I can not really sell them on stuff, but like I now have those like connections out into the community. Like I have a Discord channel, people hang out, talk shop about these different things. They argue about these different like agent orchestration frameworks like BMAD and GSD and superpowers, like all these different kind of like AI programming type of relevant things. So yeah, I feel like
I think we're gonna have to pivot here, man.
Well, it seems like you guys are doing pretty well yourselves, right? Like you I was talking to Sean, you guys have been in business for a very long time. So
Sean's been in business for a very long time. Sean's been in business as long as I've been alive.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, you just make me feel old.
Sorry, Sean. This is the white beard. So okay, so there is some monetary gain at some point. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Yeah.
Horizon.
You just never know. I feel like when everything is AI, the most human thing is to like be a human, right? Or the most differentiatable thing is to be a human. So like me recording myself yelling into the void, into the black box is like, I don't know, somewhat like connecting with people on a human level rather than like putting out more AI slop. Like kind of, yes, I'm writing code and I'm trying to like create certain solutions. Like one of my projects is like, all right, so I write up newsletters every week. I haven't been good the last couple of weeks, but like just kind of my thoughts, distilling my thoughts about certain things, around the topic of enterprise vibe code. And I'm like, all right, I need to create like social media posts out of this. So I'm like creating an app, and I post with Buffer, the tool Buffer. They recently opened up an API. So I'm going to kind of have this tool kind of digest my newsletter posts, and which are still like all handwritten, human written, and kind of take out like the best snippets and then create those as like social media posts that blast out everywhere. So it's kind of like I'm writing my own tools, and just kind of
let me know when you build us a new StreamYard, because we're tired of paying these people.
Sure, right?
I want a multi-screen or multicast. No, not multicast. I want to be able to have the three of us share our screen at the same time.
Share screen. And then like be able to mouse over to each other's
screens.
Not necessarily
mouse. I just want to see your screen, my screen, his screen.
Yeah.
And I can't do that anywhere. And the reason is because I have an idea for these games that Sean and I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean, yesterday in talking with somebody, I think I'm just going to pull the trigger and do it, even with the limitations. But the idea is, have you ever seen the Excel games?
Like like there's an Excel champion or something like that.
There's like an esports type of category for like people. So I am commonly known on the internet when I'm not being Sean's minion. I'm commonly known on the internet as Dr. Jura. I
told you you'd bring it along too.
Did we make a poly marker for that? What was the over under?
Only 30 minutes?
Yeah, over under 30 minutes.
Long story short,
I
make a lot of Atlassian content, and I want to make the Jira games where I want to compete. I want to find out who's the best Jira admin. Right? I want to know, because a lot of people talk shop. A lot of people think they're all that in a bag of chips, and and I think there's only one way to prove it, and that's to have a real administrative competition. Because a couple of my peers, they do like challenges and stuff, but they're like, which soccer player in 1988 scored the most amount of goals? And I'm like, who the hell cares?
Right.
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah. What does that have to do with anything? And then we'll jump into like, they have like, are you smarter than a Jira admin series, which is like a play on, are you smarter than a fifth grader?
Right.
But the questions are like exam questions. So they're not really like, they're for like intended for like, they're more for like the certifications and
sure.
And anybody can memorize that. Right? Like you really got to know your trade and your craft to be able to do like a practicum. So I want to do a practicum, but I want to stream them. But then the cool part is Sean and I, we want to add our commentary and color and like trash talk the competitors and like go like, are you sure you want to add that transition there? Like, like get them nervous.
Yeah.
and stuff like that. Like have them second guess their decisions. And but I want the world to see it in real time. So that people aren't cheating under the hood or behind the scenes, right? Like I want the happening of the event to be live.
Oh, so everybody's screens are all the competitors' screens are being
that way nobody like can accuse of cheating. I was like, oh, I'm looking.
I see.
But I guess at the same time we probably don't want that because screen looking is a real thing.
Right. They're screen peeking, just like when you're 10. They're playing the video game. It's like where's
you almost have to have like a command center that can see everybody's screens, but the individual contestants can't.
Yeah. So what I found out yesterday was like, okay, so maybe I can pull in like, because everybody can share their screen, and I just pull in the one that's doing something interesting, and we jump in comments on that one.
Okay.
And so we might just do that one, Sean. Where we're like, okay, ready, set, go, and then you got a timer, you got objectives, so Jira games coming to a theater near you.
Oh man. Bro, let me know. Like I'm pretty excited about that.
We can do the vibe coding games, right? Who can vibe code the fastest person to vibe code?
That's probably more interesting than just Jira. Yeah.
But that would be something interesting, right? How much can your app make if you spent an hour vibe coding, or how much revenue can a 5-hour vibe coded app make? And you got to figure out like the marketing. So you got to get an agent for marketing and sales and your funnel and build the whole thing.
Right. Money, or for my prediction that I've been making, whatever, I've seen it a little bit already, is like technical interviews are going to be vibe coding of just like, all right, make a Twitter clone, and how representative can you make that Twitter clone? How deep in the system details can you get with your agent, and like how real can you make it? So I feel like that's coming for I don't know, everyone at some point. Hopefully leak coding dies. I never want to leak code again.
I think I have one of these green books right here, is cracking the coding.
Oh, of course. I have that same book too. I never want to open it again.
I'll be happy without ever opening that lime green colored book.
Exactly. So
big old notations.
Right. Of course. Yeah. Like, you kind of have to know what that does or whatever. But
do you?
But like you can also just do a system profile and be like, oh, it's taking a minute in this one function call or whatever, and all right, I need to make that more efficient, or
just tell it, make it faster. Make it faster.
Yeah, just make it faster, Claude. Yeah. But
like your agents.
Do I name my agents? No, I don't have like a persistence. So like I am a Gastown contributor, which is a Steve Yeage's like multi-agent orchestrator framework. So there are like named agents in there, like the mayor and the refinery, and like different roles. but you can like name your agents there. But like I don't know. I don't really. That's like a big system. Like it's like using Kubernetes to stand up a blog. Like there for it is like very Kubernetes shaped, and it's overkill for a lot of projects. So I feel like, yeah, like for most things, I just use a single instance of Claude and can churn through most problems that I run into.
And through your tokens. I think Jensen Huang on Monday during his GCC keynote, he was like, in the future, when a software engineer is looking for a position as a software developer in a company, part of the negotiation package is like, how many tokens are you going to be assigned to me to be able to use?
Right. Exactly.
I'm like, I'm not taking a job for less than 100,000 tokens.
Exactly.
Real currency here.
Yeah. But like, yeah, making it realistic. I think that your admin games would be really cool.
So part of the drive is, I don't know if you know this, but I spent an unhealthy amount of time studying YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
And but that's not the part you should or shouldn't know. The part that you should or shouldn't know is that the majority of consumers of YouTube are on TV.
Yeah,
so the amount of folks watching it on mobile and desktop going down significantly. So you kind of have to turn this nerdy content into something that people would want to watch, like a series.
Sure. Right.
And so like I'm like, why would you want to watch a tutorial on how to add a status button to Jira,
right,
like on your TV?
Yeah.
But like the Jira games, you gotta tune in every week.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Yeah. And so like I've tried to make my own technical interviews, like when I interviewed other people, like kind of like a Jenkins kind of like game, essentially, like debug Jenkins. Like I throw in like 5 different bugs in a Jenkins instance and tell them, hey, fix it. And it's kind of like like I'm working with a person to debug this type of thing. So it's I feel like making things representative of maybe like the Jira thing is like you're stretching Jira's capabilities to like maybe outside the box type of what it's meant to be used for. But yeah, I feel like, I don't know, job interviews should be, I don't know, what place did you take on the Jira games? And they should know like it must be pretty good. Like,
that's when you know you got real status.
Right, exactly. Right. So.
Jira game rank. Season 1.
What's your Jira game ELO?
Well, it's funny you bring that up though, because Mr. Beast, like, have you seen the Beast games?
No, I haven't watched.
So he's on season 2. Well, he just wrapped up season 2 of Beast games, and in season 1 he had, I don't know, 1,000 competitors. Ultimately one winner. But then for season 2 he had 200 competitors, because apparently people want to build an arc with the participants, the contestants. Sure. You want to get to know them, who they are. Yeah. You want to build that relationship. Like, you can't do that with 1,000 people in 10 episodes. So he's like, so he drastically shut it down. But after episode 1, the cliffhanger to episode 1 was he brought back 10 people from season 1 to go another. So because a lot of people fell in love with the last 10 contestants, they brought them all back in to continue the arc. At the expense of somebody from season 2 had to give up their spot for season 1.
Oh man.
So he introduces the conflict, but it's interesting that people gravitated towards, like, so it'd be kind of cool, like these people and did you ever watch like The Real World on MTV back in the day?
Yeah.
So The Real World would do that where they would,
aware of it.
The Real World and Road Rules would do that where they would have like the challenges and they would bring back key personnel from like season 1 of 1998 and like season 2 from like 2002. And so they bring back like these key players and put them in a room to compete together. And I think it'd be kind of interesting to, signify winners of every season of the Jira games and then have like an all-star version of it.
There you go.
You're really thinking ahead, yeah.
Sean, the $1 million has to happen at some point in my lifetime.
Right.
And working at release team ain't making me rich. One day.
Yeah.
Sean's underutilizing my talent as a game show host.
Yes. Yeah, you get to make up your title apparently, so you can be whatever you want.
It's on you if you want to change your title to game show host. Get you one of those really long microphones there.
So Sean, I don't know that I've ever told you this story. I worked at Northrop Grumman, and there was 2 Alex Ortizes at Northrop.
Oh, really?
Yes. And one day, occasionally, I would get invited to his closed meetings and vice versa. And those are need to know. Classified stuff, right? And I turned the cheek. I never cared. But one day I got an email notification saying your 401k elections have been updated.
No.
Come back, come what? What? I didn't touch those. So he got the same email. We called each other. This is the first time we ever picked up the phone because they're like, "Did you change it?" I got in some serious trouble because of him one time. He went on a travel a trip, never filled out his business report or travel expense, and my boss and like some HR person came to my desk to ask me why I had never filled it out. And I look at my boss. I'm like, when did you approve travel for me, buddy?
Right.
I've been here every day. So anyways, that's how I found out we had an imposter and identity theft at work. So what I ended up doing to fix myself is because only the display name in the email is what was causing the confusion, because everything else was unique. Our IDs, our employer IDs, our
user IDs.
the actual email name was different, but the display name was the same, even though his name was like Alejandro, not Alex. Mine is legally just Alex. So what I did was I did Alex Global Hawk Ortiz, and everybody just knows me as like Global Hawk in the program. And one day I'm walking around and somebody's like, "Why does your name say Global Hawk?" And instead of saying the whole story that I should have, I was like, "Don't you know I'm the face of Global Hawk?" Was as the program manager for Global Hawk, like right behind me. She goes, "Excuse me." She's like, "I'm the VP of Global Hawk." I'm like, long story, let me tell you.
Right.
She was not happy. So that's how we learned to give ourselves titles. I still can't remember that other thing I was going to tell you, though.
Well, save it for another episode.
We'll save it for another one. With that said, should we wrap this one up here? 40 minutes in?
I think so. Yeah, we're a little over norm. Yeah.
Take it away, Sean.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks everybody. And until next time,
subscribe, like, and we'll link to Mike's channel. Although at this point, he should be linking to us. We need more help than you do.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll scroll Mike's information, and it'll also be in the
description down.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye, everyone.
Appreciate it.